Hello, kindergartners. It's time for our reading lesson with vocabulary. Our book today is called A Porcupine Named Fluffy. Wait a second, a porcupine named Fluffy? What's something you know about porcupines? Or maybe something you're noticing from this picture of a porcupine? Right, I thought that too. Porcupines are not fluffy. They're super pokey. They have quills. I wonder where he gets his name from. Maybe they'll tell us in the book. Our book is by Helen Lester and illustrated by Lynn Munsinger. Before we read, let's do our vocabulary words. Our first two words are the words soggy and pleased. Soggy and pleased. Soggy means very wet. Soggy means very wet. Pleased. Pleased means happy. Pleased. Pleased means happy. Looking at the two vocabulary cards, which picture do you think shows the word soggy? Okay, now pointing to the picture that you think shows the word pleased. Is this the picture that you chose for the word soggy? Right, soggy. Soggy means very wet. This person looks very wet in the rain. Is this the picture that you chose for the word pleased? Yeah, pleased means very happy. This person looks very pleased because they're being invited to a party. Fun. Okay, next two words. Our first word is the word kind, and our next word is the word unkind. Kind means nice, friendly, or thoughtful. A kind person is helpful and generous and cares about other people's feelings. Kind. Kind means nice, friendly, or thoughtful. A kind person is helpful and generous and cares about other people's feelings. Unkind. Unkind means mean or hurtful. An unkind person says and does things that hurt other people's feelings. Unkind. Okay, looking at our pictures, which picture do you think shows the word kind? Pointing to that picture, the picture that you think shows the word kind. Okay, now pointing to the picture that you think shows the word unkind. Unkind. Did you point to this picture for the word kind? Right. Kind means nice, friendly, or thoughtful. A kind person is helpful and generous and cares about other people's feelings. Kind. It looks like maybe he's helping his little sister reach something high up by lifting her up. He's being kind. Okay, did you choose this picture for unkind? Right, unkind means mean or hurtful. An unkind person says and does things that hurt other people's feelings. Unkind. This person, maybe it's the same siblings, a sister and a brother. Looks like he's trying to keep the book away from his sister so she can't reach it. That is mean or hurtful. Unkind. Okay, let's see where we can find these vocabulary words in our book. I'm very curious about Fluffy. Okay, a porcupine named Fluffy. When Mr. and Mrs. Porcupine had their first child, they were delighted. Now he needed a name. Let's see, there's their first child. He's in a little basket and they're going out on a walk, a little carriage, baby carriage. What are they going to name their first child? Right, Fluffy. Should they call him Spike? Seems like a pretty good name. No, Spike was too common. Should they call him Lance? No, Lance sounded too fierce. Should they call him Needle Rooser? It's an interesting one. No, Needle Rooser was too long. Prickles? Pokey? Quillian? Then together they had an idea. Let's call him Fluffy, right? It's such a pretty name. Fluffy. But soon there was a time when Fluffy began to doubt that he was Fluffy. He first became suspicious when he backed into a door and stuck fast. That was not a Fluffy thing to do. See how he's stuck to the door? That's not very Fluffy, right? He was even more convinced when he accidentally slept on his back and poked holes in the mattress. A very unfluffy thing to do. His quills poke all the way through the mattress. Those are long quills. When he tried to carry an umbrella, he knew the truth without a doubt. Fluffy definitely wasn't. I think that if he takes his quills out of that umbrella, it's not going to be waterproof anymore. So he decided to become fluffier. Clouds are fluffy, he thought. I'll be a cloud. But he couldn't stay up. Oh, that poor little tree. He flopped over. I know, pillows are fluffy, he said. I'll be a pillow. But when his mother sat on him, she was not pleased. That sounds very painful. And pleased is one of our vocabulary words. Pleased means happy, but she was not pleased. He tried soaking in a bubble bath for 45 minutes, but he did not become fluffy. He became soggy. Soggy means very wet. So he was a soggy porcupine who still was very pokey and not fluffy. He tried whipped cream. He put a little on each quill. It was not easy, and it took more than half a day. Do you think that worked? I don't know. But this did not make Fluffy fluffy. They should have named me Gooey, he said. He's covered in whipped cream. He kind of looks like a giant snowman. He ate a lot of fluffy marshmallows. He ate a lot of fluffy. Do you think that's going to make him fluffy? I don't think so either. He rolled in shaving cream and feathers. He even tried to become a bunny. Oh, he's trying so hard. But the truth remained, Fluffy wasn't. I like his quills. It kind of looks like a mohawk. One afternoon, Fluffy set out for a walk, trying to think of ways to become fluffy. Before long, he met a very large rhinoceros. What do you think is going to happen? Ooh, think to yourself or listen, whisper to somebody. What do you think is going to happen between these two? Ooh, I hear some good ideas. Tell me, what do you think? Right. I was kind of thinking that too. Let's see. Grrr, said the rhinoceros. I'm gonna give you a rough time. Fluffy didn't know what a rough time was, but he didn't like the sound of it at all. What is your name, small prickly thing? Asked the rhinoceros unkindly. Fluffy, said Fluffy. We learned unkind means mean or hurtful. An unkind person says and does things that hurt other people's feelings. So he said this very unkindly. The rhinoceros smiled. He giggled. Then he laughed out loud. He rolled on the ground. He jiggled and slapped his knees. He roared with laughter. This was not what I was expecting. A porcupine named Fluffy, howled the rhinoceros. Look at him. He is laughing up a storm. Porcupine, Fluffy, doesn't know what to do. He's just kind of sitting there. Do you think that makes him, how do you think that makes him feel? Being laughed at because of his name. How do you think it makes him feel? Right. I would think so too. I think it kind of would hurt me a little bit, would make me feel upset that somebody was teasing me about my name. Let's see why he's laughing. Fluffy was embarrassed, but he tried to be polite. Fluffy was trying to be kind, nice, friendly, or thoughtful. A kind person is helpful and generous and cares about other people's feelings. Being kind. And what is your name? He inquired. I can't say it, giggled the rhinoceros. Herbert? Suggested Fluffy. Do you think his name's Herbert? Herbert the rhinoceros? Ooh, what do you think his name is? Ooh, I like those ideas. Yeah, let's find out. Oh, help, I just can't say it. I'm laughing so hard, said the rhinoceros. Harold? Or maybe Herman? Asked Fluffy. No, gasped the rhino. It's Hippo. I thought this was a rhinoceros. His name is Hippo. Is that the name you guessed? It's not the name I guessed. Hippo? A rhinoceros named Hippo? Fluffy smiled. He giggled. Then he laughed out loud. He giggled and slapped his knees. He howled with laughter. A rhinoceros named Hippo, said Fluffy. Oh, Fluffy cried. A rhinoceros named Hippo. A porcupine named Fluffy, a rhinoceros named Hippo. It was almost more than they could bear. Hippo and Fluffy rolled on the ground, giggling and laughing until tears came out of their eyes. At last they lay exhausted on the ground. From that time on, they were the best of friends. And Fluffy didn't mind being Fluffy anymore, even though he wasn't. Oh, I really like that story. It's a very nice ending too. Sometimes you make best friends in the most interesting places. Was this a fiction or a non-fiction book? Fiction or a non-fiction book? I heard it. Right, a fiction book. Because non-fiction is telling us true facts or telling us about true events. And do hippos and porcupines normally talk? No, but it's a really fun story, and so we get to have those. They're just, the genre is called fiction. Not real, but fun. Okay, sometimes fiction isn't fun, but I thought this one was fun. I don't know about you, but I enjoyed this book. Okay, that is it for our reading with vocabulary today. I will see you in a little bit for some science magazine stuff and some math and all that jazz. See you later. Bye, everyone.